Hey YouTube, it has been a while. Geez, I feel like I haven't done this in so long that now I'm like, how do I make a YouTube video again? Okay, I'm sitting here, I'm editing this video, and I just wanted to put a trigger warning or a disclaimer on this content. In this video, I talk about IVF and how it relates to my story and where I'm at with that right now, and I just wanted to put a sensitivity warning. My intention is not to hurt anybody with these videos. I really just want to help, and I also want this to be a creative space where I can speak about my opinions and thoughts freely. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Terlyn. Recently, I've been making a lot of videos about my infertility journey. And more recently, I stopped making videos because I kind of put all of this information out into the universe, and for a while I was really feeling like making those videos was really therapeutic for me. It was really beneficial to me to get those things off my chest and, you know, have somewhere that I could creatively express myself. And then I realized, like, I got all of those things out there, I put them all out there, and then I was like, what now, you know? I've really gone on an interesting journey within myself over the last 2 months. It's been about 2 months since I really made new content for my YouTube channel, and in that time, I feel like I've unlocked the secret to getting over your infertility and like letting go of it. And I want this video to be obviously really sensitive to those who are dealing with infertility. I am one of you, and I completely understand and empathize with anybody in that situation. But I also feel like sometimes it can be beneficial to separate ourselves from our infertility. You know, you are more than just infertile. And I know from my experience, when I'm going through those times where, you know, you're in your 2-week wait and you're really hoping that you're pregnant and then your period comes or you get that negative test, I know that all you really reduce yourself to is this infertile woman. And I know how hard that feels. And I was on that cycle for years, every single month. And like I said, recently, I've really started to accept my fate and really deeply accepting that this isn't going to happen for me naturally. And so I don't really know if I can advise other women on this, but maybe some of what I will say will resonate with you or help you in some way. So for me, the last kind of update video that I really made was about what's next, my timeline, and possibly doing IVF. And I don't know why or what kind of triggered for me like this new way of thinking, but I've realized I am not interested in doing IVF at all. If you think about how much hardship the journey itself already is, adding IVF to that just sounds so much more traumatic. It sounds like needles and medications with really intense side effects, and it sounds like procedures and many, many more tests than naturally conceiving women would have. And I just don't want to make a baby that way. And it's almost like I've accepted that if that's not how I want to make a baby, then I don't want to have a baby. And I can't really pinpoint exactly when this change happened for me or exactly what the change was, but I kind of just I kind of just realized that I want to focus my life on me and my family. I have 2 living children already, and I have a husband, and I don't want my life to be about this struggle and this hardship and this hurting. You know, and I really have spent, you know, between ages 25 and I'm going to be 30 this year, I've really spent that time focused so much on my infertility and taking supplements to improve my fertility and going to the doctor and getting the tests done. And it's just been my whole entire life, truly, for years. And I was doing some thinking and reflecting. I've been listening to a lot of Tony Robbins and Abraham Hicks and Oprah Winfrey, and I've been listening to these really incredible people who are inspirational, and it's kind of just, it's made me realize that I was on this road to, I want to have a baby. I was on this road. I was doing everything. I was having so many hurdles to achieve this goal. And it was like I was on this really, really bumpy, rocky road that was really difficult to traverse. And then right over here is like there's this little pathway that if you just take this path, it is calm and easy and flowing. And it's just like I kind of just decided, like, I'm getting off of this road. I am done with the difficulty that this is bringing me, that every single day feeling some kind of sadness about something, feeling triggered by a pregnant woman or the news of a friend having a baby, or, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. You feel triggered by these things too. I know you do. And so it's like I just realized, like, I want to work on me. I want to get super fit. I want to eat really, really healthy foods and nourish my body in a way that I never have before. I want to take responsibility for the shape of my body and the way my body looks, and I want to take care of it in a way that I never have. And I started to lift weights and working out regularly. I started you know, journaling and really focusing on, like, what am I thinking about every day? How is this benefiting my life? What is the end goal of my life? And if I really think about the ultimate end goal, it's to be happy. It's not to be every single day feeling sad and kind of pining for something that I may never have. And so I don't know, I wish so much that I could give you like a concise list of things that's going to help you to get over the heartache that you're feeling regarding your infertility, and unfortunately I just can't do that. But maybe part of what I've been through will be helpful to you, and you know, maybe a little bit of what I'm talking about will resonate with you. I really don't know, but it's like as soon as I mentally decided, like, I'm done with trying to conceive, we're not going to be doing IVF, I just want to focus on myself and focus on my body. It's like as soon as I actually started lifting weights and working out, I realized I don't want to get pregnant. Because if I get pregnant, it's essentially gonna be like the end of the fitness journey. I know you can still work out while you're pregnant, and then you can have an easier pregnancy or easier labor, whatever. I know that you can still be working out and be pregnant, but for me it was like, I'm just starting out my fitness journey. I don't wanna get pregnant and then start gaining weight and growing a baby. It was almost like mentally I wanted the fit body more than I wanted the baby. And it was seeing the two living children that I do have. I have a biological child and a stepdaughter, and seeing the two of them get older, they're going to be 7 and 8 this year. It's like I get further and further away from babyhood, you know, like an infant, and I see the ease of which my life is changing. You know, I see the ease of the older children and how they can, you know, brush their own teeth and get themselves dressed and feed themselves and things like that. And I was seeing these two paths before me, you know, keep going on this path that I'm on where I'm really struggling, I'm feeling depressed, I'm sad a lot, my periods are terrible and they make me so sad and so triggered. Or I can just, you know, live my life and just get into good shape and take care of myself, be a wonderful role model for the children that I do have and my spouse, and just enjoy my life, enjoy drinking an alcoholic beverage or going riding on the ATVs. We have some ATVs we like to ride, and these are things that I can't do if I am either pregnant or have a baby. And so I started to really immerse myself in the present moment and really started to enjoy the things that were happening in my life without wishing them away or wishing for something more. So much of it for me was I was there, but I wasn't really there like mentally or with my heart, you know. I would be with my family, but I wasn't truly there. I was longing all the time for a baby, basically. And I really started to ask myself, you know, what is this child that I want going to bring to my life that I don't already have? What is this? What am I longing for truly? I And for me, a part of that was a feeling of having so much love to give and not having a place to someone to love, not having somewhere to give that love to. And I actually realized that I have, not only am I constantly loving everyone, I'm constantly caring for and doing things for and loving my family, all my family, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, my kids, my husband, everybody. But I realized that love that I was needing to give and that nurturing that I was feeling like I had overflowing from me was really needed in the inside, you know? That love that I was like, oh, well, that's why I want to have a baby, because I want to express this love that I have. I needed to express that to myself. I realized that waking up and journaling or meditating, moving my body and eating well, those are the ways that doing those things for me fulfilled me in a way that I thought I needed to have a baby to be fulfilled. I really hope that makes sense. It's like I had all this energy to love someone and I was not giving that to myself. I was, you know, putting my kids to bed at night and then sitting on the couch eating crap, like candy or chocolate or chips, and watching Netflix or playing video games and just being a blob, really. And even in the day, you know, I would get the things done that I needed to get done, and all I could do was just wait to get onto that couch and just relax. I always had to relax from my very relaxing life. And it was like I was always trying to distract myself from what was really going on the inside. And that was a deep longing for love and connection and nurturing. And I thought that it was I needed to bring forth a new life in order to express those things, when in reality, I just needed to express them to myself. And so I got off of this path of infertility and heartache and feeling always like I wasn't enough. And I started to just think, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this moment. In this moment right now, I'm not pregnant. So even say the thing is like you want a cheeseburger and all you can think about is a cheeseburger and you really want a cheeseburger, but there's nowhere that sells cheeseburgers right now. You cannot get your hands on a cheeseburger right now. And so by sitting there and you're hungry and you just want to eat a freaking cheeseburger, but you can't get a cheeseburger right now. So what are you going to do? Are you just going to sit and starve and continue to feel shitty until you get that cheeseburger? No, you're going to get up and you're going to make yourself something else, and you're going to be satisfied with the something else in that moment. And maybe one day when you get your hand on that cheeseburger, you're going to enjoy every bite. But until the day that you can get your hand on that cheeseburger, what are you doing? Are you wishing away the days until you get that cheeseburger? Or are you enjoying yourself, truly enjoying yourself with everything else that you have along the way to getting the cheeseburger? You know? I think that was probably a terrible analogy, but it's the best I could come up with at the time. I thought my husband was home. He's not. You know, it's like I just kind of realized that I was wishing away days. I was wishing away my life. I was always waiting for, 9 DPO so I could test, or I was waiting for my period to be over so I could have the next ovulation window, and I was just always waiting for the next thing, and I was never ever feeling happy or satisfied. And I was just thinking, like, this is no way to live. I'm gonna be 30 years old, and that's no way to live. And so I just decided I'm gonna take every single day and I'm gonna find something to enjoy in the present moment. And I'm not saying I'm always gonna be so happy, but you know what? Since I started doing that, I am happier. I have more energy, probably because working out gives me more energy than I've ever had in my life. By the way, if you guys don't exercise right now, if you're not moving your bodies, like, that's okay. First of all, it's okay to be lazy and unmotivated. We all go through phases in our life, but be honest with yourself and really truly check in with yourself. Are you being lazy because you are tired, possibly sick, and actually have no energy? Or are you being lazy because you're in a pattern of laziness? If it's a pattern, take it from me, honestly, like the biggest couch potato you'll ever meet. I realized that when you break a habit with a new habit, you can just switch it out for a new habit, and you actually love that new habit just as much. So as much as I liked sitting around doing nothing and having a lazy, skinny, fat body, I love exercising so much more. It feels so good to challenge yourself in a way with your body. It's like I feel my body get stronger. Being able to do push-ups, like, girl, with perfect form, like, that is hard to do. And as I get better at it, I feel more confident. I feel proud of myself. It gives me more energy and life than I have ever had being lazy. And so that would be like my biggest recommendation, is just move your body today. I started with going for walks, 15, 20, 30-minute walks, and now I go for longer walks and I lift weights, and weightlifting has really, really changed my mental health. I feel mentally so much happier. Like, it really does feel like I was on the infertility path and it was bumpy and rocky and full of roots, and I kept tripping and crying and hurting myself. And then there's this other path that's just like a walk along the ocean on the beach and the beautiful sand. Like, it really feels to me like one was so fucking hard and the other one is like easy. Even though exercising is hard, taking care of your body, it takes effort, it's like easy and it's so much more enjoyable. And I guess that's why I haven't really made videos, because I don't have any videos that are like the content that you've probably subscribed to my channel for. I can't sit down and say, okay, like the vitamin B12 is doing this for me, or, you know, this infertility talk. It's kind of getting to a point for me where I'm feeling like it doesn't suit me anymore. I'm not trying. I'm not gonna get pregnant naturally, and I am 100% okay with that. I feel like, and lately, like, the best part is I'm not even paying attention to my period anymore. I'm not like, oh, I'm cycle day 27 or cycle day, like, I'm not even counting. I don't even know. I honestly, right in this moment, don't know. I know my period ended like sometime last week, and it just is so freeing. Like, seriously, so freeing. And if anything, I really would love to change the focus of my channel to like that kind of content, you know, but I don't want to leave all of you amazing, beautiful women behind where you're still on your infertility journey and maybe you can't relate to what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't want to leave you behind. I want to deliver the content that you want to see. And I also am in this weird phase where I started to put out all this infertility content. It was resonating with women across the globe, which is so profound to me. And then I'm just like, well, hang on, does that really suit me anymore? And I don't think it does. And so that's kind of where I'm at right now. It's why I haven't really put any content out there recently. And I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. I don't think you have to get over it, whatever is going on in your journey. I obviously want to be very sensitive when I speak about these things, because I know that all of these issues are really close to your heart, and so I don't want to hurt you at all with my words. I don't think you should be where I am. It's just that with my diagnosis, I know very concretely that I won't be having biological children with my husband naturally. And so it's been a process to release that and let go of that, but it also has felt really beneficial and therapeutic for my mental health. And so I wanted to share that just so that I didn't leave everybody just in the lurch, like, where the heck did Tara Lynn go on YouTube? She was making videos, now she's not, what the hell's going on? So that's my 2-month update. I know that I put my wedding video online like a little while ago, but again, that was filmed back in February, so I really haven't updated much in a while. And this is my update. I don't know if I can elaborate further on some of these topics. I don't really know what the future of my YouTube channel is going to look like, because like I said, I'm not really sure. Just let me know, like, is this the kind of content that you are okay with seeing? Did you want me to go more in depth on any certain areas of my infertility story, my history? I'm happy to do that. I'm just not sure creatively. I'm not feeling like the spark to talk about those things. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully something in this video is beneficial for you. If not, if it was, if anything, leave me a comment. I love your comments so much. Yeah, and I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out on my end what kind of videos I'm gonna make going forward. And I really appreciate you subscribing and liking and commenting. And I guess that's all for now. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.